to episode 1 of my new web series. It's called Games, Guitars, and Grapplers, where pretty much I'm just going to talk about whatever comes to mind regarding the 3 things that I enjoy the most. So it might get a little self-indulgent at times. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I'm sorry, but just follow along as best you can, I guess. What we will do is pick 3 topics of interest, and I will just do a short little 1 minute, maybe more, depending on what editing does. Just a little snippet of discussion or rant or whatever I feel like saying at the time. Welcome. I hope to make this weekly. We'll see. For this time, we're going to talk about Resident Evil 6, and it might be a 2-parter because I haven't finished it yet. And depending on if I haven't thought of anything better to talk about by next week, then it'll be a 2-parter. When we go to the music, it'll be the classic Crime, Phoenix. I know it's been out for a couple months, but I haven't been able to take it out of my CD player. For the Grapplers, which for those of you who don't know what Grapplers is, a term for a professional wrestler. We're talking about CM Punk. He just had a DVD released, and we're going to go into discussion about if he really is the best in the world. Aside from that, I guess let's just kick it. Resident Evil 6. Much anticipated. I was looking forward to it. I think I had it pre-ordered the day they announced that it was going to actually come out. Huge fan of the franchise. They've had their ups and downs. I don't want to name names, but most of the movies. And, you know, the Outbreaks, Resident Evil 3, most of 5, I digress. 6 is amazing. Went through Leon's campaign, and it was, you know, back to zombies, back to everything we loved as Resident Evil fans to begin with. Jake's has been nothing but, you know, fresh new material and a great character. Haven't gotten to Chris's yet, which will probably be the 2-parter next week. So if anybody spoils anything, I will personally come to some cool new features like fighting from your back, and you know, headshots are more elaborate. You know, their skulls pop stuff off when you shoot. I can't, you know, stress enough how happy it made me that this actually lived up to the hype. The classic Crime have become one of my favorite bands in the past 6 years. This new album, Phoenix, kind of struck me off at first. It kind of seemed to run together. A little mellow, maybe for my taste, but as I just kept listening to it, the writing is just superb. It's pretty much just pure emotion and poetry between each track. And I can't get it out of my CD player. Something pretty strong is going to have to come along to knock it out. If you ever follow the band, you know that their last outing, Vagabonds, was okay. Nothing monumental, but this is definitely up there among the best of all 5 of them. So if you ever get a chance, check it out. Listen to them. They have my seal of approval. CM Punk is the subject of the Grappler side. A lot of questions came up of whether or not he is the best in the world. It's certainly a toss-up between him and Dan O'Brien. This documentary was probably the best that they've ever put out, aside from Chris Jericho's. He doesn't main event, which a lot of people think that means that it's a takeaway from his ability to headline, which I don't think that's true. He's like Bret Hart back in the day. Extremely talented, but for some reason or other this isn't main eventing. So, personal opinion, anybody disagree? Yes, I think that right now, in the current state, he is the best in the world. But, you know, there's always people clipping at his heels ready to come up. And I'm excited to see where it goes. So that's a wrap for now. I know this wasn't the most exciting thing, but I enjoyed it. I'll probably have some better ideas set up for future episodes, so if you just stick with me for a while. Hope to see you back next week for episode 2. I mean, at the very least, it'll be better than Attack of the Clones. Peace!